Hey, what's going on YouTube? Alabama Reloader here. Tonight we have a guest.
A guest on the reloading bench.
Yeah. What's up, Daniel?
How's it going?
My buddy slash co-worker, mostly co-worker, not really friends. No, he's wanting to get into reloading, and again, I think I've referenced this in my last video. Now, probably not the most ideal time to get into reloading, as he has learned throughout this process, because components are hard to find, things are overpriced, people are price gouging like crazy, and all that. But he was able to be patient throughout the process. He was able to purchase some Starline brass. He's loading for 30-06. That's the primary cartridge he's wanting to load for. He was able to find some Starline brass, bought it direct from them. He's working up some Speer 150 grain boat tail Spitzer point bullets. He was able to find those for a good price. Working out of a can of Vihtavuori N540. He got that, from Powder Valley?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he did his homework. He did some shopping around. He was patient. He got good deals on just about everything he bought. It took a little time, but he was able to put it all together. And so now he's over here tonight just kind of walking through the process, loading up his first rounds. And that way he can kind of get his feet wet and feel more confident when he heads back home. And do you have your press mounted?
I do.
Oh, you got it mounted already? Okay.
Mounted.
So he was able to get the Lyman All-American 8, I think it is, or whatever it is, turret press, which is a really good option. And that way, once you set your dies, if you're reloading for a couple calibers, you set them, you can just leave them. You don't even have to fool with them, and you're good to go when you come back. But one thing I do want to show here, let's see. So he's got his nerd manual, right? Or his nerd folder, reloading folder there. But I just want to kind of go over, this is basically the correct approach to take. If you're new to reloading, if you're getting into it, he's been asking me some questions, getting some information, watching YouTube videos, jumping on the interwebs and all that. But basically what he did, he narrowed down some bullets that he wanted to use, printed off load data, highlighted certain powders that he thought he might be interested in using. Over here on the Nosler, he's got the 150 grain ballistic tips. He was able to find a box of those, selected some certain powders that he thought he might want to use. And then there's his list. So he knows if he's online and any of these powders come in stock, he's jumping on it and buying those. So, doing a little bit of homework up front, it really goes a long way, especially nowadays with everything that's going on. It can really go a long way in helping the learning curve, because if you just jump in and you're buying powder just because it's available, or you're buying bullets just because that's all you can find, and then you're trying to come up with a combination after the fact, it can be a little frustrating. So kind of taking your time, being patient with it, and waiting for the components you actually want to use that you think are going to have good success with, that's really the way to go. And so really what we're doing, so I kind of walked him through the first couple, and then he's taking over from there. But pretty much all we're doing, he's using the Lee scoop to dump a powder charge, and then he's trickling up to the final weight. This Lyman scale is his. The Frankford Arsenal trickler is his. This set of calipers his, all that. So he was able to buy all that good stuff. Lyman bleacher block, all that. All this, he brought his stuff over to set up the RCBS die set. So yeah, he just came over. We were walking through the process, basically the process that I follow, loading up brand new brass, and yeah, having fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, see?
Making it happen.
Making it happen. Look at that. Now he is self-sufficient. He doesn't have to worry about, ammunition manufacturers. Hey, you just go, no more factory ammo, brother.
Dialing in.
Hey, Dial it in. Dial it in. Send it. What powder charge you working on now?
47.
All right. And so he's just hand trickling and then, or dumping it with the scoop and then trickling up with the Frankford Arsenal using the N540. That Lyman scale, that's the first time, I've never used the Lyman little pocket scale, and that thing's been running great. I mean, I've been surprised by how well that's running so far. So good job to Lyman.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, making your notes. Yeah, because if we don't, we've been sitting here
into it, and I'm like,
we've been sitting here talking, and he's just like me when I'm talking to you guys, just recording a video, and I forget half the stuff I'm doing. It's easy to do, so, but yeah, so he's just kind of walking through it step by step, doing a great job so far. See, I told you it's easy, right?
Yeah, just don't get ahead of yourself. Pay attention. Keep notes.
Yeah, write everything down.
Don't blow your face off.
Don't blow your face off. Johnny's reloading bench. Don't blow your face off. That's the main thing. So all he's doing, weighing out the charges, trickling up to the final.
Hot that time.
Oh, you got a little heavy on that one. Trickling up to the final charge, dumping it in the case, and then seating the bullets. So it's really that simple. Now I feel like you're on your own now. Yeah, I mean, go forth and prosper.
Yeah, I can jump out of the nest and fly.
Yeah, you can fly. I mean, you sprout your wings, you're good to go. I mean, go load up just, who cares however many rounds and take off.
Now, didn't you say start at the top and go up from there?
I might have said that. Yeah. So, no, that was, I told him it doesn't get interesting unless you start at the top and work your way past it. I said, that's just kind of a starting point. No, I'm just kidding. But, and he's basically doing it exactly as I would recommend to anybody looking to get into reloading. He started at the minimum charge of 45 grains, and he's working up, we're loading up some test loads here, and he's working up in half grain increments, loading up 30 rounds. So he's going to do 10 3-shot groups and going from there. So, it really is just stick to the manual, do what the manual says. Don't do what the idiots on YouTube like myself tell you to do. Just stick to the manual, and it'll be a whole lot easier and a lot more simple. So, but yeah, that's it. That's all. Just wanted to bring a video to you guys about, hey, teach a man to fish, right? Mm-hmm. Look at that. Now he can go catch some fish.
Absolutely. Deer down.
Hey, deer down, baby. All right. Y'all have a good one. We'll catch you next time.